Hi, my name is Bethany Carter, and I'm going to talk about our gut microbiome and its effect on overall health. The first study is gut microbiome diversity and composition is associated with hypertension in women. This observational study had two cohorts. The discovery cohort was done at the King's College London in the United Kingdom. Subjects in this cohort were registered in the Twins UK registry. There was 871 unrelated women that were not specifically selected for any trait, and they were provided written consent forms. The replication cohort had 448 women from the UK-based PREDICT-1 study, ranging in ages from 18 to 65, and all study participants were healthy. This study used fecal matter collected from participants to analyze the 16S ribosomal RNA gene sequencing to characterize the gut microbiota. The alpha diversity was assessed using metrics like the Shannon index, and then the beta diversity was assessed by the microbial difference in the participants. They used a microbiome regression-based kernel association test to assess the relationship between beta diversity and hypertension in women, and then they used a generalized additive model for location, scale, and shape to identify specific bacterial taxa associated with hypertension that was adjusted for covariates and multiple testing. They found that alpha diversity was lower in women with hypertension and that beta diversity was significantly associated with hypertension, indicating overall differences in the microbiome composition between hypertensive and normotensive women. They also found two specific bacteria that were linked with hypertension in women. The study concluded that gut microbiome diversity and composition are associated with hypertension in women. Specifically, lower alpha diversity and distinct beta diversity were observed in hypertensive cases. These two models show the two bacteria associated with hypertension, and then also the alpha diversity between hypertensive and normotensive women. This is my work cited. Second study is the association between gut microbiome and polycystic ovary syndrome, PCOS, evidence from meta-analysis and two-sample Mendelian randomization. This study took place at the Guangzhou University of Chinese Medicine. The meta-analysis consisted of 20 studies done through a comprehensive search, and then the MR for the polycystic ovary syndrome was done with the genome-wide association study that included 113,238 samples, and they also did a gut microbiota source from an international collaboration that had 18,340 samples. The MR methods were inverse variance weighting, which is where they take one genetic variant and use the inverse of it to weight it, and then they weighted the median and the mode to provide a common and consistent estimate of the causal effect of genetic instruments. They used MR Agar regression that detects and adjusts for pleiotropy. Pleiotropy is a biased causal effect. The meta-analysis found that polycystic ovary patients exhibited lower alpha diversity in their gut microbiota compared to controls, and a total of 154 bacterial taxa across various different phylums and orders are associated with PCOS. The MR findings found 6 specific gut microbiota taxa that have a causal relationship with PCOS, and no evidence of pleiotropy was detected, confirming the robustness of the study. The study concluded that there is a causal relationship between the microbiome and polycystic ovary syndrome. The effect of probiotics on depressive symptoms in humans, a systematic review. So this systematic review had 10 studies ranging in sample sizes from 20 participants to 124 participants. There's an estimated 500 to 700 total participants, all adults with no specific age range, and the study encompasses both healthy individuals and individuals diagnosed with depressive and anxiety disorders. The authors conducted a comprehensive literature search across multiple different sites and journals. Participants consumed probiotic-rich foods and supplements for 4 to 8 weeks depending on the study. There was a considerable variation in dosage, strain, and then treatment duration. 5 studies focused on mood symptoms, 7 studies focused on anxiety symptoms, and 3 studies focused on cognitive symptoms. Most studies reported a positive change in the decrease of depressive and anxiety symptoms, as where there was a less conclusive report on cognitive symptoms. The study concluded that while the evidence supporting the effectiveness of probiotics in alleviating depressive symptoms is promising, there's more high-quality randomized controlled trials that need to be done to confirm their efficiency. Thank you for listening.